Tank Davis. I want to fight the guys that's going to come to try to fight me, to try to win, to make sure they got stuff to lose too, just like me. Not guys that want to just come here and just be a part of the show.
More so, it's my power and it's also my accuracy too. That I think that's what make my power just.
Both Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson have been going at it on live television, each confidently declaring their superiority over the other. They both insist that they would outbox the other if they ever stepped into the ring together. The live confrontation was described as intense, with neither fighter holding back in expressing how they would dominate and defeat the other in a match. Let's get this straight. Gervonta Davis is a man in high demand and seems poised for a significant lightweight unification clash later this year. The 29-year-old fighter from Baltimore made a triumphant return to the ring last month after more than a year away. In a highly anticipated bout, he defeated the previously undefeated Frank Martin in just 8 rounds, successfully retaining his WBA world title. Davis's performance against Martin showcased his skill and determination, reaffirming his position as one of the top fighters in the lightweight division. His ability to come back after a long hiatus and dominate a strong opponent speaks volumes about his talent and preparation. But here's the issue. Fans are clamoring for 2 particular fights involving Davis. They want to see him go up against IBF champion Vasily Lomachenko and WBC champion Shakur Stevenson. The anticipation for these matchups has fans divided. Lomachenko, known for his exceptional footwork, speed, and technical skill, presents a unique challenge for Davis. A bout between these two would be a fascinating contrast of styles, with Davis's power and aggression going head-to-head with Lomachenko's precision and movement. On the other hand, a showdown between Davis and Shakur Stevenson is equally compelling. Stevenson, with his undefeated record and reputation for tactical brilliance, is seen as one of the rising stars in boxing. A fight between him and Davis would not only be a clash of champions, but also a battle between 2 of the sport's brightest young talents. Recently, Stevenson successfully defended his belt, though many fans found his performance underwhelming. Despite this, he has made it clear that he is eager to face a fellow champion next. The big question now is whether this opportunity will come sooner than expected, or if Stevenson will have to wait a few more months for his shot at another title holder. Davis's co-trainer Kenny Ellis took to social media after the fight to announce that Lomachenko, who has been in early talks for a bout, would step aside to allow the fight against Shakur Stevenson to happen first. It was reported that Vasily Lomachenko, the IBF lightweight champion, was in discussions with Gervonta Davis, the WBA belt holder, about a potential unification contest. However, according to Davis's co-trainer Kenny Ellis, the Ukrainian veteran is now plotting a more direct route to lightweight supremacy. Lomachenko said he will step aside and let Gervonta Davis fight Shakur Stevenson this fall, and he'll fight the winner early 2025, Ellis said on a now-deleted Instagram post. And that's not all. In a recent interview, Kenny Ellis was asked whether he would like to see Gervonta Davis fight Shakur Stevenson. Ellis's response was enthusiastic, saying that he would absolutely love for this matchup to happen. He emphasized that fans have been eagerly anticipating this clash for a long time, and according to him, the time has finally come to deliver this highly anticipated bout to the people.
So, so I would love to see Tank and Shakur fight, but I would rather wait, you know what I'm saying, to make it like a Maypac.
And hey, I know what you might be thinking. What about Lomachenko? Let's delve into that a bit. Considering Lomachenko's age, it might seem logical for him to fight someone like Davis sooner rather than later. After all, time isn't exactly on his side. However, there's a strategic angle to consider. With Stevenson holding the WBC title, Lomachenko could aim to fight for 3 belts instead of just 2 if he waits a bit longer. Lomachenko's situation is a classic example of the intricate chess game that is professional boxing. While an immediate fight with Davis could be beneficial for him in the short term, the potential rewards of waiting are substantial. Fighting for 3 belts would not only elevate his status, but also potentially solidify his legacy as one of the all-time greats. This strategic patience could pay off handsomely, offering him a shot at greater glory and more significant accolades. Stepping aside and waiting to fight the winner of a potential Davis versus Stevenson mega clash could be a strategic masterstroke for the Ukrainian. At 36 years old, Lomachenko has to be mindful of the ticking clock on his career. Choosing to face the victor of Davis and Stevenson, he positions himself for a high-stakes unification showdown against a formidable opponent. Now, If Davis defeats Stevenson, he'll become an even more marketable and formidable foe for Lomachenko than he is at present. The increased prestige and hype surrounding Davis would elevate the stakes and the commercial appeal of a Davis-Lomachenko showdown. This would not only draw significant attention, but also potentially result in one of the biggest fights in recent boxing history. On the other hand, if Stevenson emerges victorious, Lomachenko would have the opportunity to settle a personal score. Stevenson recently taunted Lomachenko by wearing a shirt featuring Lomachenko's face and the words, "Bob is saving his son from this ass-whooping." A Lomachenko-Stevenson fight would then carry an immense drama of personal rivalry, making it not just a unification bout, but also a chance for Lomachenko to respond to Stevenson's provocations in the ring. I understand that Stevenson's recent performances may not have been as convincing as some would hope, but the guy holds a world championship title, and his undefeated record speaks volumes about his skill and resilience in the ring. While facing a seasoned opponent like Davis undoubtedly carries risks, it also presents a significant financial opportunity. Davis's established reputation and fan base would likely result in a lucrative purse for Stevenson. Not only that, given Stevenson's current status as one of boxing's rising stars, accepting a challenge from Davis could be viewed as a strategic move to solidify his position in the sport. Accepting a high-profile fight against Davis now, while he is undefeated and riding a wave of momentum, could elevate his career to new heights. It would not only test his skills against a formidable opponent, but also demonstrate his willingness to take on challenges that could further establish his legacy in boxing. But hey, none of this phases Stevenson. He's unfazed by any delays in the fight as long as he gets his chance against Davis. That's pure determination. Stevenson's words convey a strong message that he's eager and unafraid to face Davis. This confidence is backed up by his actions. When Davis defeated Martin, Stevenson's reaction showed no surprise. Stevenson pointed out that Davis was expected to win because he was up against an amateur fighter. Despite any issues Davis may have had, Stevenson believed the victory was assured, especially since Martin wasn't known as a skilled fighter. But the real question remains, how would Davis perform against a fighter like Stevenson, who possesses both formidable strength and agility?
It was a professional versus an amateur. Frank Martin lost the fight in round one. When Tank walked out and made him do exactly what he wanted him to do, he lost the fight. Frank went out there and just wasted a lot of energy in the first 3 or 4 rounds. And by round 5, round 6, especially with the weight problems that he was having, he got tired. And once he got tired, his ball game, Tank lined him up and got rid of him.
Stevenson is eager for a showdown with Davis, and it's clear from his remarks. During an interview with Fight Hub TV, when asked who he'd most like to fight, Stevenson didn't hesitate to name Gervonta Davis as his top choice. With this mutual desire to face each other, it's now confirmed that Stevenson and Davis want to meet in the ring. The only thing left to wait for is the official date of the match. Until then, all we can do is speculate and hope for an exciting showdown. So, who do you think will come out on top? Share your thoughts in the comments below.